And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the level 68 Astrologian quest in Final Fantasy XIV. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So we are here in Kugane at 1313, and we need to talk to Kayakuho. The quest is called Behind Door Number 2. The Kayakuho is giving you his best "Where have you been, young lady? I've been waiting for days" look. I have some good news and some bad news, Mithrie. The bad news is a 37th reading of my great-grandfather's tomes failed to reveal anything about the bonds that the previous 36 readings had not. The good news is that you can call it that, is that we did discover where the Grand Master Kazan conducted his training when he was a youth. How does this help us? Good question. I'm still not completely certain myself, but it is more than we had the last time you were here, and an ounce of hope is better than none at all. So, what do you say, friend? Are you up for a journey across the Ruby Sea? I knew you couldn't turn me down. Still, the road ahead won't be easy. Yanxia is large, and the scars of war run deep along the Gensei chain. It may be that which might have helped has already been claimed by Flame. We'll have to place faith in our fortunes and hope they guide us true. I have decided we shall begin our search in Namai for the reason that, well, there is no reason. But you have to start somewhere, eh? I shall meet you there. Safe journeys, Mithrie. Okay, let's go to Yanxia. Okay, we caught up with him in Namai. So the air is heavy with mist, and these shacks probably let in more rain than they keep out. Something like a tome wouldn't survive a single moon here, let alone the decades since my great-grandfather's training. Still, a few words with the village elders provided an interesting bit of information. Though it required some coaxing, several were able to recall memories of robed seers who resided in a nearby temple, a temple that was in use right up until the Garlean invasion and the subsequent banning of all religion. The building called the Swallow's Compass, while since abandoned, still remains in good repair. But listen to this. The locals avoid it for fear of disturbing the spirits with which they believe the geomancers communed. You know what this means? There could still be something left inside. Alright, so we need to go to the Swallow's Compass. Okay, so we caught up with him. So the Swallow's Compass, built during the rule of the First Omen King. I took the liberty to explore the grounds before you arrived and discovered this door. I know, it pales in comparison to the impressive gates behind us, compelling any normal thief or bandit to dismiss it outright. But then, why erect a geomantic field to protect it? I sense a flow of powerful energies here. Whoever lies behind this door, the geomancers wanted to keep it safe. In fact, there may even be traps, which is why only I should attempt a crossing of the threshold. I mean, who knows what terrible guardians have been summoned to protect the temple. You ready? Sure. Of course. Okay, so maybe I need to hide around the corner next time we cast something. I know healing damage is not exactly fun to watch. Done. So let's speak with him again. Well, I guess now that we know what terrible guardians were summoned to protect the temple, You'll also be happy to hear that I was able to temporarily nullify the barrier, granting access into the chamber beyond. As there may be more traps, I ask that you wait out here to deal with them for me. Just kidding. I have already checked. There are no more traps, probably. Fortune is with us, Mithrie. The scrolls were intact, the barrier having protected them from both the elements and thieves. It took some searching, but I believe I was able to locate several that touch upon the laying of geomantic bonds. At least I think I was able to. The script on these scrolls is old and faded, not to mention written in a hand far beyond my comprehension. Luckily, Master Murakumo is almost as ancient as the tomes, and should have little difficulty in prizing out their secrets. A decanter or six of hot sake, he'll warm to the task. I'll see you back at the Shiukaze hostelry, Mithrie. I'll even save you a cup. Alright, I need to go back to Kugane. Okay, so we caught up with them. They seem to have started without me. Yakuho, the Westerner has joined us. Might I suggest that you do the same? Oh, my apologies, Mithrie. You may want to sit down for this. Or not, it doesn't matter. Just nothing really matters, does it? The scrolls, they contain knowledge of the complete ritual. In fact, it was in the very first one. Just our luck, right? Wind, water, earth. Creation of the bonds calls for the energies of all three. Though this much, even a first-year novice of geomancy could tell you. Now, what gave us pause was the mention of a fourth energy, an energy to render the seal permanent. Kuho. Life. Don't you see, Mithrie? They spilled living blood to complete the ritual. They damned the soul to an eternity without peace, so that their magics would not fade. I now understand why Grandmaster Kazan left no notes of the rites. He did not wish this knowledge to fall in the wrong hands. Because he never performed the rites himself, the bonds anchoring the barrier around Kugane were never completed, and that is why they require the constant attention. No blood spilled to make them everlasting. My great-grandfather would not sacrifice even a single life to achieve this end, and neither will I. That's enough, Kayakuho. There will be time to think on this with the morrow. Return to Kogane Dori and see if you can find some solace in sleep. Yeah, go to bed. Alright, let's catch up with him. Okay, so we caught up with him. So I failed, just as did my great-grandfather and my grandfather after him. We all knew the one means of creating a flawless barrier, and none of us could bring ourselves to do it. And lo, the bonds we fortified, but several nights past, already have had begun to loosen and fray. They were weak for overlong, allowing Kinko to regain her strength, to mend her wounds, to feed her anger. And now there is naught we can do but watch as she gathers her minions for a final assault on the land she once ruled. Kugane does not stand a chance. Now would be a good time for us to stumble across the hope. Lady Laveva's reading promise would be the ends of this road to destruction. Cool. So, anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys.